Okay, well, welcome back to FCK The News, where I am at Leicester City at the King Power Stadium ahead of the international break. And did you know, chaps, that Leicester City over the course of the last 12 months have provided more players for the under-21s and the national team than any other Premier League side? It's a fact. Yeah, there's lots of English players in. Big 3-1 win today. Vardy 2 goals, 1 assist. But we're going to start with James Maddison. For me, that's the big one. He's in the England squad coming up. Do you start him, and is he ready? How good is James Maddison?
Look, for me, he didn't have the best of games today. Honestly, I was on the fence today. He lost the ball, too much time on the ball, too slow, too many touches.
This is critical.
Wasn't quick enough. Last week, immense. This week, a bit too slow.
Yeah, but the question is he good enough to start for England right now?
Why not? Why not? He's got goals and assist ratios up there with some of the best. Why not?
Yeah. If you're Gareth Southgate, Dele Alli or James Maddison, if you're picking that England team tomorrow,
I picked James Maddison.
For why? Why? What has he got that Dele Alli hasn't? Because he's been playing for Spurs at the top level for a number of years. He's got nearly 50 caps for England. Is he better right now than Dele Alli?
In form, yes. In my opinion, yes. I think he's an absolute match winner. In my opinion, he proved that last week with that amazing pass for Vardy. Today was a little bit of a different game for him because we played a slightly different system today and a slightly different 11. So his role became a little bit different today, which is why his performance was slightly different. Yeah. But played to his strengths. Yeah, he's an absolute match winner.
Okay, so I think we're all in agreement. Maybe Maddison didn't have his best game today. But yeah, same question really to you. Is just how good is he? He's 22 years old. I think we forget that sometimes. He's a bit small, isn't he? A bit technical, but he's a potential match winner, isn't he? He makes stuff happen.
Yeah, we just want to see more development of him over the next couple of seasons, I guess. But I think he's there or thereabouts now. If you're saying is it him or Dele Alli, that's a tough choice. Dele Alli's been doing it consistently for a good few seasons, and I think Maddison is starting to snap on his heels. Maddison just needs to. He's obviously going to be. He's got enough skill in the locker to do it. He's just got to, tone it in. And like Chappers was saying, he's just got to deliver it week in, week out. And sometimes that's not quite there. But when he does deliver it, he looks as good as anybody who's out there.
Yeah, Lewis, come in here, mate. So, of this group of young players, just mentioned that there's loads of them. Does it mean more as a Leicester City fan when you turning up and there's boys from the academy around the corner and there's seven English players on the pitch today?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because we want to see these boys do the best they can, and I think they're proving it. Because Maddison's already got a call up to the senior squad, which is fantastic news, and I think Childbury can go the same way. Justin. All lads just need game time, really.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If you look at the under-21 side and consider that Chilwell could have been in it but didn't, and then you've got Harry Maguire, who was, of course, at Leicester, and Jamie Vardy, who could have, if he wanted to, be playing for this England team. What I want to ask, though, is of this current group of young players, of Chowdhury, you can throw Gray in there. Let's not forget he captained the under-21s in the summer, with Barnes in there. And then James Justin gets his first call up to the under-21s, not even played for Leicester yet. Who out of that kind of group, who do you think maybe in 12 months' time is one we're going to talk about? Who's got the biggest potential?
Hamza Chowdhury.
Yeah, did I not even mention Chowdhury? Well, the guy with the massive hair, Hamza Chowdhury, just signed a new contract at the weekend. How good is he?
I'm glad we've seen him today. Yeah, he's phenomenal. Wins the ball, strong. He reminds me of an old school, sort of 30 years ago footballer that don't fit into today's modern football where you can't really crunch and you can't go in because, everyone moans about stuff like that now. But seriously, the guy he's just a beast. He's a tank in midfield. Yeah, give him a shot, Gareth.
Are you in any way concerned, though, by Chowdhury? Because saw the under-21s, he gave away the penalty, didn't he, and got sent off. Yeah, and it kind of cost him that tournament. And he did another one the other week against Newcastle, where Matt Ritchie get well soon, 3 stitches, ankle ling went down. It's a big challenge, though, but you kind of can't do that these days.
I think you can. The lower the level goes, I think the lower leagues you can't you? You're told to do that. You are told to do it, though, aren't you? You are told to get the ball and take the man. That's what you're told from a low level, and that's where he's came from here as Leicester. He's just rose and rose and rose as a Leicester Academy project, and now he's at Leicester, and he's still carrying that game that he's learned.
Yeah. So, same question then to you, not necessarily about Chowdhury, but of that group of young players, Chowdhury, Justin, Barnes. Have I forgotten anyone again? There's so many of them. Great. Which ones excites you most of all? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm with Lee. It's Hamza Chowdhury, undoubtedly. Okay. There's a couple of challenges there over the course of quite a long period of time. They're not close together. That are a little bit questionable. Okay, but he is learning and developing, and I don't think there's anybody that supports Leicester City would ever say that Chowdhury is anything other than an honest player. And yeah, he's got some learning to do. But if you're talking about potential, he has the biggest potential of our youngsters to break into the full England side.
All right, let's talk about someone different, Phil. Someone other than Chowdhury. Barnes, maybe?
Yeah, I think Harvey Barnes has definitely got a lot to offer going forward for England. Again, like we're talking about James Maddison, it's just as they're getting a bit older, it's just delivering it week in, week out. You can see flashes from Barnes of great skill and attacking play. It's just got to be a bit more consistent. But he's, again, on the fringes of playing regular for Leicester. Should be on the fringes of playing regular for England maybe as well.
Right, one last question then for all of you.
It's not about Sioncho, is it?
It's not about Sancho. No, we're not talking about him and his and the rumours going round. Shall we say? No question about Leicester, not the English boys. How well can they do this season? Unbeaten, 4 games in. Looked very good today against Bournemouth, 3-1. It was 3-1 when I walked out a couple minutes early.
It was 3-1. Leicester look like they're going to break the top 6 at the way they're playing. Chelsea obviously drew today, last minute. You don't know. We are playing well. We're unbeaten. It looks good.
Could it be top 6?
Yeah.
Yes, undoubtedly. I think there's some teams.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here.
No, I don't think so. I think the great thing for us watching it week in, week out is that we're improving with every game and we're going through the gears and we're building up. Rodgers is very good at adapting the squad and using the squad to its full potential rather than just playing the same team week in, week out. And I think with a couple of slip-ups around the top 6, we could well be the team to break in there. Yeah, undoubtedly.
Does it need a slip-up if Leicester are going to do it this year?
I think so. I think that's the top 6 sides. They've got massive budgets. They buy big players. There's no, they are the top 6 and they're well established at that. It does need 1 or 2 of them to have a bit of an average season. We did say before this season started, could it be Man United? Could it be Chelsea? And it's starting to look like maybe they are going to have slightly average sides. And yes, of course, to break in, we need to have a good season. One of them or 2 of them need to have more average seasons, and that allows a team like Leicester to get in there.
And in just one word, yes or no, can Leicester do it?
Yes.
That is this week's FCK, the news. So it is the international break now, so just like all the rest of the lads not involved in international duty, we're going to take a couple of weeks off as well, but do stay tuned to the channel, like, subscribe, you know the drill, and we'll be back with the next edition very, very soon.